Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. He is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
What a start here defensively. The offense comes out trying to establish a little ground game, and this defense looks like they knew what those first 2 calls were going to be all along. Taking him back for a loss and sets up a 3rd and long.
That is caught. Finding Higgins. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down. Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. One more time, it's Guerrero. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Kamari Lassiter there on the stop. Here's 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least...
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. 17 touchdowns now on the year. The extra point is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Garenda. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll go again with Garenda. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Open man left side. He's got it. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On the ground, McLaughlin. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll run. Here's Garenda. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
3rd and 9. Back to throw. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Oh, he's trying to get low. Push forward. I don't think he got there. He did not. He is short, and they've turned it over on downs. Here's 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And he's pushing tacklers away as he takes it forward for a gain of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He's trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. Good work on the ground. He's got it. 1st down. Up at about the 42. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Now he'll air one out. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Eagles. Now for the point after. He gets it to go. And the Eagles move out on top. 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
2nd and 7. Man in motion is Brown. On 2nd down, they run the counter. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. He'll try to get this one on the ground.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
They'll try it now with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Eagles will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now he'll run it. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
Mike, this is an impressive run, especially considering the fact it was zone coverage. That's a lot of defenders with eyeballs in the backfield focused on the quarterback. So to be able to escape the pocket and pick up good yardage, really good play.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete to Pearsall. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll look to throw. Right back to Pearsall again. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Max Melton.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
There's the big tight end pass. Inside the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 80 yards. It is a touchdown. Now, the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. And he'll be taken down.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner. That is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple years. And then the accuracy of the quarterback to not...
Good blocking, and he's in. Isaac Guerrero. Touchdown, 49ers. The offense staying put. They will go for 2. They'll throw out of the gun. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
This taken in at the goal line. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll begin here on the ground. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. Man in motion is Brown. Williams to throw on second down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Now Williams. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On first and 10, it's Williams. That one caught by Wilson. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. Throwing again. Williams. Pushed out to his right. Oh, he tried to fit it back in the middle of the field. Can't do that. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw. And the Niners will take over here just past the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Back to the air again on second and 10. He's going to look for the home run ball. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. They'll get me. That one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Williams to the air once more. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
That's caught. Trey Palmer. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That is incomplete. They tried to take a shot there, use a little trickery, but the defense was all over it, and it brings up 3rd down. give on the ground.
Number 5, ball carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for the 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. No easy completions. And this defense forced it.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Back to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the 2nd half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
And he's going to be taken down. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. And a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass.
And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 17 and 18 on the year. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And that is no good. He missed it. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This returnable from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff, running right. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. Williams. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. And the Niners are going to get the football at their own 40.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you were just going to have one of those days. And I think for this quarterback, He's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll bring up second down. To throw is Williams. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to be 4th down.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
To throw it again, it's Williams. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A try here for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles are going to extend their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's Dobbs, open left side. Loose inside the 30. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's first and goal. So, a big one there to start the drive. A gain of 69 yards. So, after the big play to start, now we have first and goal. They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's second and goal. They'll give it to Garendo. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Isaac Garendo. Touchdown, 49ers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Williams. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, a waddle throw there. Back across the field, but it's still a completion. A couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. He'll go right and find his running back, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Niners are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes. Roquan Smith, the one who gets in there and takes him down. So it's a win here for the Eagles. And with an open date on the schedule next week, they didn't save this one for a while. Rest up.